Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Hakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. Quick lesson, real quick lesson. The title of this lesson is going to be careful what you focus on because the devil is waiting. All right. And, I want to make this lesson, just to pretty much remind brothers and sisters to keep your mind focused on the Holy Spirit, the Ruach Wadash, the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, like Sirach, the 39th chapter in the first and the second verse says, he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High shall be occupied in prophecies, right? And occupied, let's get into that word occupied, right? Occupied. Let's get it in an online etymology, because that's what you got to be. You got to be occupied in the spirit of the Lord, right? Because the devil, he's waiting for that one moment where you slip and your mind wanders elsewhere. You start to envision yourself being here in Babylon another 20 years, and you having goals down the future, and what would it be like if I had a family, or even more extreme wickedness, because sometimes this flesh, I have your mind in all sorts of different places. You start thinking, oh man, what would it be like if I just smoked that weed again? Even though she got a man, what if I just what if maybe I could get away with it? Maybe I could deal with that woman and get away with it. You start to meditate on those wicked ass thoughts, right? And you got to be careful, because the devil, he will amplify those thoughts and bring it to reality if you don't cut that shit at the stem, right? So if you sitting there, thinking about, rolling up a joint, smoking weed again, in your reality, okay, Satan will present opportunities for you to do that again, right? He'll have an old homie you used to know in the world come and, offer you a blunt. He might put you, in a position to where, you might be in a car, with some people, and then next thing you know, they start firing blunts up. You know what I mean? And, that just a couple of days ago, you was meditating on what it would be like if I smoked this blunt. And now Satan has put the opportunity there right in front of you, right? So that's why you want to keep your mind clear from, wickedness as much as you can. And that's easier said than done, because, like the scriptures say, we're in these gross chains of darkness. So, the majority of the time, our minds can't help but wander off in the left hand direction, but you got to notice it, and you have to cut it. You have to cut it at the root, right? You have to be able to examine yourself, right, and cut that shit at the root, right? Because the devil, he's waiting on an opportunity to sift you out of this thing, all right? And if he can make your fantasies come to life, if that's what it takes for him to, entice you back into the flesh again, he'll do it. Okay? Because remember, just like the Most High can read your thoughts, okay, Satan has that ability too, right? The devil, he has that ability to read your thoughts as well, So if you thinking some off shit, okay, Satan is going to play on that and be like, oh, okay, This is what he really desires. This wicked ass shit is what he really desires. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna have this pop up in front of him tomorrow. I'm gonna have an opportunity where he could, you know, uh, eat pork again. You know, see how see if he goes all the way with it, because this is what he was thinking about 2 days ago. He was meditating on it hard. So you got to be careful, man. On what you focus on, and what you're thinking about on a day-to-day basis, right? But this is the word occupy in the online etymology. It says to take possession of and retain or keep, to take up space or room or time. I want to get the regular definition. How about we get that, right? Occupy definition, right? Occupied, busy and active, right? So yeah, you got to be busy and active in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, okay? And the Lord has given us work to do. The work that we do keeps us busy and active, right? When you're, when you're doing lessons, right? When you're going to camp, even fellowshipping with the brothers, and calling the brothers and talking to them, for a while. That's part of doing the work too, because that's charity. You just want to try to be involved in the ministry as much as you possibly can, so that way you can, spiritually distract yourself from wicked devices that the devil is trying to put in front of you. Okay. You got to be busy and active in the spirit of the Lord, right? That's the only way you're going to combat the devil. All right. And, I'm telling you from experience, man, I tested it myself, sitting there thinking about some off shit, and, your mind can wander off because this is the flesh. And then next thing you know, that demonic shit that you was thinking about pops up in a dream. You know what I mean? Now you're like doing the demonic shit in the dream, See, it can go from you doing it in a dream, and then you wake up and be like, oh, that felt good in the dream. Let me go out and go try it. And that's all Satan. Satan has that ability, man, to put dreams, to give you demonic dreams. Satan can hear what you think, right? He can tap into your desires, So that's why you got to be careful, man, on what you're focusing on. Okay. Eventually at some point during the day, man, you got to get in the spirit. You got to listen to brothers, do a lesson, call brothers. You got to get in the spirit somehow. Don't just go all day, being caught up in folly. You listening to rap videos all day. You know what I mean? You watching cartoons all day, because we have our hobbies in this thing. We have our our little vices. Every man has their own little interests, right? But you got to learn to put a lot of those interests on the back burner, when it comes down to the spirit of the Lord, especially if those interests ain't really got nothing to do with prophecy. Like me, in my spare time, I like to play video games and make music. So that's what I like to do on my spare time. Now I keep a good balance on it. I keep a very good balance on it, so that way I don't get what can I say, over flooded with those vices, because really, making music in this society is vain. I'm tapped into Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. I don't have no plans to make it big in Hollywood, but Satan can throw those ideas in my head like, hey, look, man, you're making some pretty good beats. Why don't you just go ahead and try to go all the way with it? Go all the way with it. And you know what? My mom actually. My mom, she just called me 2 days ago, you know, trying to tell me I need to start my own radio station and you can make it big in Hollywood again. You have a gift, you see? And what that was Satan coming out of her mouth, because that's not the will of the Lord for me to, strike it big in the entertainment industry. The entertainment industry is demons. Those are demonic energies, man. Right. But you see how I'm just giving an example how Satan will even jump on other people to, try to reel you in with your extracurricular activities and, things that consist of folly at the end of the day. Right. So, when you have your extracurricular activities, man, make sure you do it at a balance, man. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you put the spirit of the Lord first, then proceed with, what you like to do on your spare time, man, because this scripture right here is the perfect scripture to explain, how Satan can manipulate the environment around you. And next thing you're sucked back into them lusts, them former lusts that you was doing, and you won't even notice until it's too late. This is 1 Peter 5:8. It says, be sober, be vigilant. OK, be sober from what? Be sober from distractions. OK, from demonic, evil distractions that this world tries to put in front of your face. OK, because one thing about being in Babylon, being in America pushes the get rich scheme. Everybody out here is trying to get rich one way or another. Niggas is trying to be athletes, scammers, rappers, Bitcoin, Instagram models, OnlyFans, content creators, podcasters. There's, according to America, there's a million ways to get rich out here. Right. But all of those avenues of getting rich, about 98% of them require you to sell your soul. Right. And, get down with the spiritual demon Satan in order for you to elevate higher and higher. Right. That's why, whenever you get into like whenever you start to bubble up, your money start getting, higher and higher, Edomites will start to come into your life more. Esau will start to come into your life and start presenting more opportunities to you. So that way you could take your financial capabilities to a higher extent. So at some point, when you make a certain amount of money in this society, you're going to come face to face with the devil himself. Right. And you're going to have to make a deal and you're going to have to sell your soul. Right. So you gotta completely detach from that mentality of, what this world provides. Oh, man, if I just do this, I can make it big. Oh, if I do this, man, oh, man, I can have 4 million. I can have 4 million. All I got to do is this. Now, if the Lord blesses you with, $1 million, or however much the Lord blesses your, whatever your business is or whatever you're trying to do, that's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But, you have to be able to identify whether it's from the Lord or it's from Satan. Right. And usually if it's from the Lord, OK, it'll come natural. Right. It'll come natural and the Lord will allow you to pretty much, control most of the resources of what you're trying to do. Right. The Lord will protect you from Esau, and kind of let you operate on your own. That's how you know it's from the Lord. Right. Usually if it's from Satan, Esau will start getting involved. So you got to be very careful, man. Right. And you got to be sober from what this world provides, man. Right. It says, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. You see, your adversary, the devil, Okay, the spiritual demon Satan. He's waiting on an opportunity, man. All Satan needs is one little opportunity, and he will capitalize on it. And he's not going to stop. Okay, there's no season when Satan takes a break. You know what I'm saying? And just says, "Ah, fuck it." You know, he ain't budging. Let me leave him alone for a year. No, Satan, he's waiting. He's waiting. He at any moment he'll throw dreams. He'll give you demonic dreams to try to entice you. He'll have demons jump on people to say certain things that you've been thinking, right? To try to entice you. Okay? So, you don't want to be sitting thinking about some off shit or, meditating on what will happen if I just do this again, or, if I get back into them former lusts, if I entertain them demons. Because, if you start entertaining them demons is going to start coming into your life and manifesting shit around you. All right. This is a spiritual war, man. This is a spiritual war. Okay. And I'm telling you this from personal experience, man. Them demons will come into your life and start manifesting shit around you. Right. So that way you can, capitalize on, that wicked shit you was thinking in your head. All right. So be careful, man. Right. And try to be occupied in the spirit as much as you can. This is Matthew 6:23. Okay. Last script. Matthew 6:23. It says, "But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness." Right. If thine eye be evil, okay, and your eye is what they say the window to your soul, okay, and your eyes are in correlation with your mind, right? Because when you see things, right, when you see things in real life, when you're looking at things with your eyes, your brain processes what you're looking at, right, and makes decisions based on what your eyes pick up. You see? So, if your eyes are evil, okay, if your thought process is evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. You see? And that's why you got the 2/3 that are just all out chaotic with no goddamn self-control, because their eyes are evil. A nigga wake up, he put 3 blunts to his face, go out, scam people, you know what I mean? Commit adultery, like drinking water. Some of these niggas is faggots. So these niggas is waking up, with them perverted lusts for another man, a woman for another woman. These niggas' bodies, their whole body is full of darkness, man. That's why when the truth is presented to them, it don't even register, right? It don't even register because the spirit can't dwell in a malicious soul. It says, "If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?" Okay? So don't dim your light with darkness, man. All right? And one way you can dim your light with darkness is what you think about, what you focus on. You too caught up in folly. You too caught up in, what this world has to offer. Sometimes, man, you got to slow the fuck down, man. Sometimes you really just need to slow down, okay, and, accept what is sufficient for you. All right. You don't need to be chasing money like that 24/7. You know what I mean? Yeah, you handle your responsibilities. You pay your bills. Some brothers got families. You got to handle your responsibilities, man. But your mentality shouldn't be, I got to get this money. You just obsessed with money. That shit can bring darkness to your soul, man. Look at these celebrities. Look at Doja Cat. Look at all these niggas, man. Playboy Cardi. These niggas is obsessed with money. So they're willing to degrade themselves. P. Diddy willing to degrade themselves just to keep getting money. These niggas is full of darkness, man. That's why it says, how great is that darkness? Because that darkness will turn you into a goddamn transgender, man. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, be careful what you focus on, man. Okay, be careful what you think about. Like I said, wicked thoughts are going to come into your head on a constant day-to-day basis. You have to fight those thoughts in your mind, okay, and try to discard them immediately. All right, before they, before you invite a personal demon into your life, that's going to be constantly trying to present opportunities for you to go off. Shalom.